Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Learning Bees. We are back with our series CBSE Class 9 Geography. Today we are doing lesson number 2, Physical Features of India. In previous video, we have covered the Himalayan mountains and northern plains. In this video, we are going to cover the rest of the physical features of India. So let's get started. But before that, if you are new to the channel, do subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever we post a new video. Like the videos if you find them helpful, share them with your friends. So let's get started with our next physical feature, Peninsular Plateau. If you look at the Indian map, we can see here that we have already completed the Himalayan ranges and northern plains. So now today we are going to deal with the southern part of India, that is the Peninsular Plateau, the coastal plains, the islands, and also the western part, that is desert. So let's start with Peninsular Plateau. The Peninsular Plateau is a tableland composed of old crystalline, igneous and metamorphic rocks. So, Peninsular Plateau is a tableland, plain land, and it is composed of old crystalline, igneous and metamorphic rocks. It was formed due to the breaking and drifting of Gondwana land, and it is the part of oldest and stable landmass. So, Peninsular Plateau is the stable landmass. On the other hand, the Himalayan mountains were young fold mountains. But this Peninsular Plateau is the older than Himalayan ranges and is stable landmass. The plateau has broad and shallow valleys and rounded hills also, that is the Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. The plateau consists of two broad divisions. The first division is upper part, that is Central Highlands, and the second, the lower part, is Deccan Plateau. Let's see first Central Highlands. Central Highlands, as the name suggests, it is in the center of India, just below northern plains. To the south of northern plains, where northern plains get end, Central Highlands start. The part of the Peninsular Plateau lying to the north of Narmada River. Narmada River is flowing towards the west, towards Gujarat. And above that, to the north of Narmada, there is this Central Highlands are located. Central Highlands are wide towards west, but towards east they become narrower. The eastward extension is called as Bundelkhand, and the further eastward extension is called Chota Nagpur Plateau, which is drained by Damodar River. If you have a closer look at this map, you can easily see 1, 2 and 3. 1 is Central Highlands, 2 is Deccan Plateau that we will see now in the next slide, and the 3 number is Chota Nagpur Plateau. So at present Central Highlands we are talking about 1 and 3. Now let's talk about the lower part, that is Deccan Plateau. The Deccan Plateau is a triangular landmass, just like ice cream cone, that lies to the south of river Narmada. The Deccan Plateau is higher in the west. So the western part of Deccan Plateau is higher and it slopes gently towards east side. So the east side, all the rivers that are flowing will go towards east and will drain in Bay of Bengal. Because the plateau is not horizontal, it is having a slope towards east. Extension of the plateau is also visible in the northeast. So in northeast of India, some part of Deccan Plateau is also there. It is called Meghalaya Karbi Anglong Plateau and North Kachar Hills. It is separated by a fault from Chota Nagpur Plateau. If you see here, this part above Chota Nagpur Plateau, there is this Meghalaya Karbi Anglong Plateau. It is separated by a fault from Chota Nagpur Plateau. These 3 prominent hill ranges from the west to east are Garo Hills, Khasi Hills and Jaintia Hills. This was about Deccan Plateau. Now this Deccan Plateau is having two edges towards western side and eastern side. The western edge is called Western Ghats and eastern edge is called Eastern Ghat. The Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats mark the western and eastern edges of the Deccan Plateau respectively. The Western Ghats lie parallel to the western coastline of India. So Western Ghats lie parallel to that. They are continuous and can be crossed through passes only. So these Western Ghats are continuous. Examples are the Thal, Bhor and Pal Ghats. Let's see the difference between Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. Western Ghats are higher, means in height they are more higher than Eastern Ghats. Their average height of Western Ghats is 1600 meters, whereas Eastern Ghats are little smaller. Their average height is 600 meter. Now, as I told you earlier, Western Ghats are continuous and can be crossed through passes only. Their height progresses from north to south. From north means from Maharashtra towards down towards Kerala, their height progresses, becomes higher and higher. Height increases. So Western Ghats are continuous, but as on the other hand, Eastern Ghats, they are discontinuous. Why they are discontinuous? As I told you, all the rivers are draining towards Bay of Bengal. So the Eastern Ghats are dissected by the rivers. That's why they are discontinuous and irregular, because of the rivers that are draining in Bay of Bengal. The highest peak of Western Ghat is Anaimudi, 2695 meters, and highest peak of Eastern Ghat is Mahendragiri, and the height is 1501 meter. The example of Eastern Ghats is the famous hill stations Ooty and Kodaikanal. So this is the major difference between Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat, and that's all about now Peninsular Plateau. Now we are going to see the characteristics of, broadly speaking, characteristics of Peninsular Plateau. That is one of the this very important distinct feature of Peninsular Plateau is black soil. The whole Peninsular Plateau is made up of black soil. This black soil has been originated from volcanic eruption. Due to volcanic origin, the rocks are igneous, and these igneous rocks have given rise to black soil everywhere in Peninsular Plateau. This is the important characteristic of Peninsular Plateau. Then the second characteristic is Aravalli Hills. Aravalli Hills on the western and northwestern margins of Peninsular Plateau. They are highly eroded hills and are found as broken hills. Now let's move on to the next physical feature of India, that is the Indian desert. The Indian desert is towards west of India, generally the Gujarat and Rajasthan states. The Indian desert lies towards the western margin of Aravalli Hills. It is an undulating sandy plain. So sand, the whole area is covered with sand and sand dunes. This region receives very low rainfall, very low, below 150 mm per year. So it has arid climate, that is dry climate, and the vegetation or the plants, trees, that is also very low. Very less plants and trees are found there. Streams appear during the rainy season, but after that they soon disappear into the sand as they do not have enough water to reach the sea. So there is no river, only one river, that is Luni, is the only large river in this region. Birchens, crescent-shaped dunes, cover larger areas. Also longitudinal dunes become more prominent near the Indo-Pakistan boundary. If you visit Jaisalmer in Rajasthan, you may go and see the group of birchens. So birchens are nothing but crescent-shaped sand dunes. So this was all about the Indian desert, one physical feature of India. Now we will talk about the next physical feature, that is western coastal plains. The coastal plains are on the coastline of India and are broadly divided into two parts, western coastal plain and eastern coastal plain. Western coastal plain is towards the west of towards the Arabian Sea, and eastern coastal plain towards Bay of Bengal. So the peninsular plateau is flanked by a stretch of narrow coastal strips. These are narrow coastal strips running along the Arabian Sea on the west side and Bay of Bengal on the east side. Western coastal plain is the western coast sandwiched between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. So whatever area is the narrow strip between Arabian Sea and Western Ghat is called Western coastal plain. It consists of three sections. The upper section, that is northern part, is called Konkan part. It is from Mumbai to Goa. Then the second middle part, central stretch, it is called Kannada plain. It is in Karnataka. And the lower part, southern stretch, it is referred to as Malabar coast. If you can see if you have closer look on the map, it is very easily seen. So this is about the western coastal plains. Now let's talk about eastern coastal plains. The plains along Bay of Bengal are wide. These are not narrow, they are wide and level. They are plain. In the northern part, it is called as northern circle, while the southern part, only two parts are there, northern and southern. Northern is northern circle and the southern part is called Coromandel coast. The rivers such as Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, they all flow and come towards Bay of Bengal and drain into the Bay of Bengal. Before that, they form extensive delta on this coast. So very nice deltas are found on the eastern coastal plains, fertile. Lake Chilika is a very important feature along the eastern coastal plains. Lake Chilika is situated in this eastern coastal plain. So this was all about coastal plains. Now we will talk about islands, the last physical feature of India, that is islands. The islands are not on the mainland of India, they are in the sea, isn't it? In Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. They are surrounded, they are the land masses, small land parts, area surrounded by water. In the west, if you see here the closer look towards map of India, here Lakshadweep is present in the Arabian Sea, and in Bay of Bengal you can see Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Now first we will talk about Lakshadweep. The Lakshadweep Islands group is located close to Malabar coast of Kerala. If you see in the map, this group of islands is composed of small coral islands. Earlier these islands were known as Laccadive, Minicoy and Aminitive. In 1973 they were named as Lakshadweep together. It covers very small area of about 32 square kilometers. Kavaratti Island is the administrative headquarters of Lakshadweep. The island is having great diversity of flora and fauna. Different kinds of plants and animals are found on this island. The Pitti Island, which is uninhabited, means no one stay there, no humans are there, but it has a bird sanctuary. So this is all about Lakshadweep Island. It is present in Arabian Sea. And if we talk about Andaman and Nicobar Islands, they are present in Bay of Bengal. They are located in Bay of Bengal, the elongated chain of islands. The upper part is northern part is Andaman and the southern part is Nicobar. They are bigger in size and they are numerous and scattered. These island groups are of great importance for the country because they also have diversity of flora and fauna like Lakshadweep. They lie close to the equator. One more important thing is they lie close to the equator. That's why they experience equatorial climate. Also heavy rains and have thick forest cover due to heavy rains all the time. So this is all about all the physical features of our country. Each physical feature is very important and unique. The mountains are major sources of water and forest wealth. The northern plains are granaries of the country. They provide food for the whole country. And they are also the base for early civilizations. The plateau is the storehouse of minerals, which has played very crucial role in industrialization of the country. Then coastal regions are also very important. Islands are also very important because they provide sites for fishing and port activities. If we say about the last one is that is desert, it is also very important because it is also having great potential which is not still used. For example, wind energy. A lot of development can be done related to wind energy in our Thar desert. So that is also very important. The potential is still unused. So that is all about all physical features of India. I hope you liked the video. So if you like the video, please share them with your friends, and of course don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any video. Stay connected and keep learning, guys. Thanks for watching.